Hello, everybody. This is Fernando for the latest Las Vegas podcast. And I wanted to create an entry here based on a very fascinating article that I just read the other day. It just came out on the 7th, so it's very new. But it is by far one of the most interesting looks into a scam that two guys found out when it comes to playing certain games in Las Vegas. I've included the link for it directly below. And the title of the article is Finding a Video Poker Bug Made These Guys Rich, and then Las Vegas made them pay. And essentially it's like a good history from the start to the finish, the rise and then the fall of these two guys as they discovered this glitch and what it led them to, and eventually the outcome on the negative side with regards to their fortunes. Very fascinating article. In essence, if you wanted to just hear a brief synopsis of it, it's like this. There were two guys in Las Vegas. You had to go back a couple of years, probably around 2009 or so, and the main guy, a guy by the name of John Kane, was the one who discovered the glitch. And essentially it was one of those video poker games. If he did a certain combination of hits on the buttons, not exactly anything related to the game itself, just random combination that he happened to find, and again, it has nothing to do with a particular play, it's just a randomness associated with it. Well, the minute he did that, then a certain code within the game made it appear as a jackpot, even though there was no jackpot on there. And he happened to come across this glitch just 100% by accident. The story goes into how he discovered it. And then he realized afterwards, when he tried to mimic essentially what that was, that fluke, he found that with this particular game, it wasn't just working at the location that he accidentally found it at, it was working elsewhere as well. Pretty much the locations that had this particular game called the Game King, which was a video poker game of some sort. It's a software glitch, and it was a glitch that was copied apparently between most, if not all, of their programs. Like all of the Game King locations, all the Game King machines, anything in running that particular software for that particular game, it had that same glitch in every single machine. And only he discovered it, just 100%, like lightning in a bottle, by accident, by doing a certain combination of buttons. And these button combinations, again, had nothing to do with actual play. Instead, it's just the randomness of it tied it 100% together to what led to that code. And he actually told a buddy of his that was somebody he met on the internet forums associated with casinos. His name was Andre Nestor, and the two of them decided to make a pact of some sort where they would frequent locations with these games, clean out a good number of jackpots, and then redo this at another location, and then they will do this over and over again. But like with any good story, eventually greed took over, and instead of them essentially keeping track of, let's say, we'll just win one jackpot once a month, maybe we'll do it once every 2 months so that way nobody gets suspicious. No, greed took over, and they decided that they wanted to have these jackpots with this glitch done not just daily but several times a day. No duh, if you do something like that, you're gonna get the eye of the casino going straight at you because of the improbability, the infinitesimal probability of hitting multiple jackpots on one machine within a certain number of hours. It's again, the number is too high to even try to understand when it comes to the improbabilities of it, the odds of it happening. But again, greed played a huge factor, and so all their riches, all the hundreds of thousands of dollars that they had, was essentially gone. And so they ended up being prosecuted, charged with some kind of charges associated with gaming a game, if you could call it that, and that's where their fall was. So very fascinating stuff. I can totally see if not a TV movie, an actual movie being made about this particular tale. Very good article. The person that wrote it there on Wired goes by the name of Kevin Poulsen. Very good job on his part. He did He made this exactly like you were reading a book of some sort, and it played out just like a movie in your mind. So very, very cool stuff. Again, check it out when you have a chance. These two guys again, one in particular found a glitch with regards to the Game King poker game, and he told his buddy. They exploited hundreds of thousands of dollars there in Las Vegas and in other parts of the country that had casinos. And then with that rise came their spectacular fall, and led them to them essentially getting arrested. So check out the link when you have a chance. Thanks again, everybody. Take care. Bye.